Now for the first time on TV, the stories and reports of the people who fly and the aircraft they fly. And you are invited in an exciting, pulse-pumping new television series designed for everyone who has ever gazed skywards and dreamt of slipping the bonds of Earth. The Aviators, for everyone who has ever gazed skywards.
This week on The Aviators, we visit the biggest air show on Earth in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We look at the newest and coolest and affordable airplanes, the Icon A5. We meet legendary airshow pilot Julie Clark. And we take you inside an airplane cockpit when things go terribly wrong. Closed captioning for The Aviators is brought to you in part by S01 Flight Systems.
It's the world's biggest celebration of aviation. Singles, twins, ultralights, heritage planes, fighter jets, helicopters, gears and gadgets. If it's aviation, it's here. We're in Oshkosh and this is AirVenture.
It is tough to really get the sheer magnitude of AirVenture, as you can tell with the air show going by. It really is aviation's family reunion. Think about 1,400 acres, 10,000 airplanes, more than 500,000 people, 800 exhibitors, even 1,100 portable toilets. I mean, it's this kind of size. This event is bigger than anything we ever thought of before. And it really became something that was a presentation for the entire world of flight.
The show features some heavy hardware like the Airbus A380.
The biggest aircraft the world has seen today.
The wingspan of the A380 is 80 meters. In fact, that's how the A380 got its designation. Anything bigger than that, then they would not be able to operate without special consideration.
So it's literally the biggest it can get.
The biggest airplane that will fit in the 80-meter box, that's correct.
Now, if you could sum up the A380 in 3 words, what would those 3 words be? It's
the future of air transportation.
The military is always at Oshkosh, and we had a look at the C5M.
Engines like a 757 jetliner. This is about as noisy as it's ever going to get.
The most incredible thing about C5 is the amount of cargo it moves and the distance it moves it in. I've moved 5 MRAPs at a time from Charleston, South Carolina, where the factory is at, to Baghdad or Al-Assad, Iraq. And that is one of the most satisfying things we do, is delivering that equipment in a timely manner to our soldiers. That is the job of this aircraft, and that's where I take my most pride from, is being able to serve the people that we're intended to serve.
A strange aerial creature made its appearance over the skies of Oshkosh as the Virgin Galactic VMS Eve flew its maiden public flight. On board was billionaire Sir Richard Branson, who is developing Virgin Galactic, the world's first spaceline. Developed by pioneering aeronautic designer Burt Rutan, the quad jet engine craft will be the mothership to launch the space module Spaceship Two. The first carry flight is scheduled to take place at the end of this year.
This was my first time at Oshkosh, and I am literally in sensory overload. My eyes are killing me because I didn't want to blink in case I'd miss anything. I have been here for 4 days so far, and I haven't gotten more than a fraction of what this place has to offer. It is planes, it is people, it is pilots, it's gear. It's more aviation than one person could soak in just one visit. Be you student pilot, airline pilot, or hangar pilot, you need to come to Oshkosh.
In 2004, the FAA created the new light sport aircraft category. To fill that niche market, Icon Aircraft's sole purpose has been to bring the freedom, fun, and adventure of flying back into aviation. Their A5 design represents an exciting challenge for aviators to interact with the environment in an affordable sport aircraft. The Aviators caught up with Icon's CEO and co-founder KIRK Hawkins, an accomplished engineer, longtime motorsport enthusiast, and former F-16 pilot.
When I actually flew it, I came back in, canopy opened up, and I looked at our test pilot, I'm like, John, you guys have been sandbagging a little bit. This thing rocks. This aircraft was designed from the very beginning by some of the best aircraft engineers together with some of the best auto engineers and designers in the world to try to create the first true, pure consumer-focused sport recreational flying vehicle. So it allows you to sort of explore the planet in a very visceral, interactive way, low altitude, windows open, in a way that few airplanes can. Everything has been thought through. This aircraft is designed around fun, recreational. So we bring into that equation not just the utility stuff, but also all the emotional drivers. How does it look? How do you feel? How do your friends react to it? When people ride with you, are they comfortable? Do they like what they see? Are they enjoying the experience? From the time you touch the airplane to the time you fly it, everything is a human interaction. We have a unique, patented folding wing design which allows the airplane to be stored in an adequately sized garage. You can put on a trailer. They can be taken from the airport to the lake, launched like a boat, launched to the airport. It has retractable landing gear on it, so it flies off of airports to a grass strip somewhere, to a remote lake. Anyone and everyone who is motivated, obviously willing to go get the training, because you've got to get trained, you got to be safe. I mean, the FAA still controls this, so you have to demonstrate that you want it enough to go out and learn how to be a safe pilot. They've just repackaged it in a way that's much more accessible. So anybody who has that interest and can afford the time and a little bit of financial resources can access this. If you want to go out and have fun, you look at the cockpit and go, wow, this is perfect. That's all I need to go out and have fun. We ask ourselves the question, is that badass? And if it's badass, it's icon.
Applied normal spin recovery technique. Made absolutely no difference. The tail group felt like they were actually disconnected from the controls. There was absolutely no aerodynamic loading at all.
The Aviators, for everyone who has ever gazed skywards.
For more information on today's segments, visit www.theaviators.tv.